A cemetery has been shut down for stacking bodies on top of bodies and have missing bodies in the cemetery. You think I'm lying? Take a look at this.
Now, ahead today, hearing could determine the fate of the Galilee Cemetery. State records show officials will probably never know where all the bodies buried in Galilee Memorial Gardens are. The state is overseeing the cemetery on Ellis Road, east of Germantown Road. Galilee was closed in 2014 after Jamar Lambert, the operator, was arrested amid reports of multiple bodies stacked in graves. Recent reports state the cemetery can no longer be used. A hearing is scheduled for today at the Davidson Chancery Court in Nashville.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not be surprised about this news story that you just seen about this cemetery in particular. This has been going on a very, very long time. There is a cemetery that comes to the forefront of my mind right now as we speak. The Washington Park Cemetery on Natural Bridge in St. Louis, Missouri. For some of you that may know it, some of you may not know, that property still has abandoned bodies in that cemetery. And that property is now owned by the Metro Transit system. Are you listening? So this is not something new. But here's a couple of things I want to leave you with if you allow me. I'm not going to be before you too long. The first and foremost thing that you need to be aware of is that before you choose a funeral home to do anything for your loved one, you pick up the phone, you call the state board of embalmers and funeral directors, and you run that funeral home name, and they will give you information on if that funeral home is in compliance with the regulation of that state board of embalmers and funeral directors. Okay. And the other thing, the same thing for the cemeteries. You gather up that information and you, if you will, do the same thing and make sure that they are not caught up on anything or missing bodies and everything. This has still been going on currently today. Look at my past videos. You'll see people taking rings off the dead and stealing. You got people carrying, and which ain't nothing wrong with this, carrying units, with a pickup truck. What am I saying? Make sure that you take care of your business before you release your loved one to this funeral home, because once you sign on that contract, you are abide by the agreement. So don't be moving so fast. And also take someone with you. I know I'm going to catch some heat for this, but take someone with you to make sure that you and that funeral home come to an agreement as what these funds are for these prepaid burial plans that have been paid for. And they come at you with this game talking about, well, the land has increased and by that or however that game come across, and the land and it has to be have a little bit more to put your loved one in the ground. Make them abide by what was signed back then for now. That's what you paid it for. Because some of these cemeteries is not right either. Thirdly and foremost, and most importantly, make sure that you stop. I'm going to catch some heat for this too. Stop having these funerals in the church. You don't defile the house of God with the dead. You take the dead to the house of mourning. It is in the book. I ain't through with it yet. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it right there. Listen, everybody, I don't do my videos to be liking likes and see how many numbers I get. For me, it's all about awareness. And I hope you were aware by what I just shared with you. Like it, subscribe, leave your comments, leave your bad comments, howsoever. All I'm doing is trying to help somebody along the way. Until next time, ciao.